All right, Team Rohr. I told Josh I would do this, talking about the post that was made today about moments that gave you chill bumps. The first, probably the first time, is when I realized I was going to win my first world meet. It was the WPA Worlds. I think it was 2001, and I was competing against a guy from Yugoslavia uh, that was really, really good, and he had overshot his. I was having a PR type day, but he was really good. He was actually ahead of me and slipped up on his deadlift, and it allowed me to come through in the end and win. And that was my first win at an international meet. I understand that's not a USA powerlifting meet, but those were the moments. Um, Another one when my son had just turned 17. This was probably at the height of multiply. At the time, it was unheard of for any teenager to squat, more than 600 pounds. And Wes, the back spotters was Donnie Thompson. Spud was one of the spotters. It was a who's who at the time at these meets. The meet director was Ronnie Shirley. If you guys have ever seen Lizard Lick Towing, Ronnie and Amy were buddies of mine, and they ran a meet every year, and there would be a who's who of powerlifting from all federations. And West squatted 805, and they just flipped out, you know. Willie Wessels of USS Strongman was one of the side judges, as an example. Um, Probably recently when Melissa deadlifted 402 as a master. um, Deadlifting 400 pounds was kind of a lifetime thing, and that was like, it was a very emotional moment for me. um, I will tell you, Jennifer Milliken and I have had some really great moments as coach and athlete. But the one that sticks out to me was when we were in Spokane, and I don't know any of you that were there. They had kind of an alley through the seating for us to get to the back, and when it was time for prime time, the amount of people and the tension, I'll never forget. My skin got goosebumps, and for the first time in my career as a coach, I was really, it was one of those, I was uncomfortable nervous. There was so many people, and it was like being at an MMA fight. And it was so exciting because all three lifters, that were vying for first place, um, it went all down to the last deadlift, and so it was, even though Jen got third, it was just one of those monumental moments for all three. Jen Thompson, Sam Calhoun, and Jennifer Milliken, and you got to see Jen Thompson. Obviously she's the multi-time winner, multi-time world champion, master aged, and but she's still definitely quite the lioness, so to speak, and is very cagey. And you expected Sam to be there at the end with that big deadlift of hers, and she's so solid. And then, all three, and especially Jennifer, and to have the day that all of them had, and to hit the lifts that they did. Um, it was one of those moments in the back with Jennifer. I'm very much composed with her, and I was just fired up, so that was really exciting for me. I've been so lucky to do so many things, but I probably, the last meet that I did was Masters Worlds in South Africa, the Equipped Worlds, and for all the years that I have competed and have done international meets in all sorts of different federations and strongman and Olympic weightlifting. Um, to represent the United States and to stand on the podium with gold and hear the national anthem is probably, as all the challenges that went into the training and all the things that happened just prior to the meet and during the meet. to be able to come through and then to hear, the national anthem, it still brings tears to my eyes. So there's so many more. I mean, I could make a very very long long-winded video, but those are the moments that I still think about, that make my heart race and really excite me. So there you have it.